Hi there, Aries, and welcome to your reading for May 2024. It's going to be a general reading focusing on what is most important for you to know during this time frame. I really want to thank you for joining me, and if you do like these videos, please like, share, and subscribe. So I am going to do a Celtic Cross general reading, and when I want you to think of a question, a yes or no question. When I get to the outcome card, I'll tell you if the answer to your question is yes or no. So this first card is just going to be an overall energy or something, some advice for the month. That you may need to know or might come in handy for the month of May for you, Aries. Once we get one to come out here, we get some overall energies and advice for the month. Okay, and we have the You've Got the Love. So it's codependency and boundaries. So you might have to learn to respect other people's boundaries, or you might have to have others respect your boundaries during the month of May, Aries. So let's just get right into your reading here. We're going to look at your current present situation. And we have the Seven of Water. So I feel like you're lost in imagination, kind of daydreaming, feeling like you have a lot of options or kind of reviewing your options. But this is kind of a card of focusing on, daydreams and things like that. But let's see what's helpful or challenging in this situation. Your influencing energy. See what the influencing energy is for Aries for me. These cards are so beautiful. My friend gave them to me. I do appreciate that very much. And we have the Six of Water. So I feel like you're looking back on how things were and how, you want things to be more of a playful energy, maybe kind of focused on the past, reminiscing, and kind of lost in a bit of fantasy and emotion over that. With these water, and you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Let's see, your past issues or the base of the situation is Ten of Air. So this is like ending something. Something is coming to an end, or you've ended something. Maybe this sometimes can be like an end to addictions or challenges or that type of thing in the past. But we'll get clarifier cards as well. So let's just see what's going on in the immediate past. So what has just happened? What is just behind you here, Aries? What has just gone on? And we have the Tower coming out. So I feel like some of you were in kind of in a shock or a sudden change or something that really needed to happen with the Tower coming out. This is like things built on false foundations kind of crumbling. But then it gives us an opportunity to rebuild as well. We'll get more clarifiers on that. Okay, so let's just see, what is your overall thoughts about the situation during the month of May? What are your overall thoughts? We have the Four of Fire in reverse. So it's like you're not feeling very grounded. You're not feeling like stable, or, there's some things that are kind of, shaking your foundation here with this Four of Wands in reverse. And maybe you are in a bit of, or Four of Fire, in a bit of conflict in relationships as well, Aries, for the month of May. And we have the Ace of Air coming up now. So you're going to gain some truth and clarity. Some information's coming in for you here in May that is really going to clarify for you what you need to know. But with the Ace of Air, it's a brand new opportunity. It's gaining knowledge and truth in a situation. You're kind of going to have that coming in for you. So what are your concerns regarding your situation? You have the Page of Fire. So you just want to go on adventures. You want to be fun and playful and just, be adventurous. And you're a little bit afraid of that as well. Like you just feel like maybe it's too immature you're afraid of immaturity. Maybe the immaturity of other people is what I'm getting when the Page of Fire comes out. Page of Fire is like a cheeky little monkey, but the good tarot has a different meaning. So I'm just interested to read what that Page of Fire actually says in the page, if I can find it here. The Page of Fire. I'm just going to read the message because it's interesting. This is in your fears. So enthusiastic action, adventurousness, venturing forth, beginning a project, and acting on a new idea. So maybe you're afraid to act on a new idea, but your ideas have value and you dream boldly. So it's kind of like a very dreamy time, but you're afraid to take action. That's what I'm getting from that. You're afraid to take action towards your dreams. So environmental factors and how others are seeing you during this time frame. Aries, environmental factors and how others are seeing you. We have the Empress and the Four of Air. So we have people maybe are looking at you like you have lots of abundance, that you have control over the situation. And with the Four of Air, just kind of like you're on a bit of a break, and but you still have a lot of abundance. And some people see you like as beautiful and abundant, and I just want to say a good mother for some. Okay, let's see what you really are wishing for though in May. What you're really wishing for in May. So you want to have maybe some romantic times or romantic encounters here, or you want to have, you know, someone that is you want to have someone express their emotions for you is what you're wanting. You're wanting someone to express their emotions. And let's see about the outcome. What is the outcome for you? Nine of Air in reverse. So I'm going to have to say yes. This is an end to stress. This is an end to feeling trapped. This is an end to, you know, feeling stress, sleepless nights, that type of thing. It's kind of like you have a plan now, and you know, even though you're a little afraid to act on it, it's still going to come to fruition. So yes, in answer to your question. Okay, let's just get some clarifiers though for your reading. So let's look at the Seven of Water in the center, which is the present current situation, which is kind of like just that dreamland, that like weighing out all the options, feeling like there's lots of options, just kind of living, but it's not taking action. It's just kind of thinking about all those things. We have these two cards coming out. We have the Tower and the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, it's like you don't want to shake the foundation so that there's not enough to go around, right? So you want things to be equal give and take in a situation. You want things to be, you don't want things to be disrupted, basically, and you don't want any shocking moments. And I feel like that's why you're afraid to take action with that. And with the Six of Water, it's that energy of like being reminiscent, wanting to have things the way they were. Yeah, and someone could be coming back from your past here too. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse and the Moon in reverse. So something's going to come to light here from the past, I believe, and it's going to cause you to, you know, have some healing from disappointment. Okay, and the Ten of Air. So this was an ending. We had an ending here at the base of the situation, or you're wanting to end certain ways of being, maybe. You're wanting to put that to an end. So let's just see, or there was an ending. Oh my goodness. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, yeah. So you want to gain more independence. So you want to be more independent and less relying on somebody. Maybe that's what you put an end to, is like being codependent. And it's interesting because that's that overall codependency and boundaries, right? Let's see what this Tower was about that just was behind you. What is this Tower that's just behind you, Aries? We have the High Priestess in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. So I feel like maybe something came to light, and like because you maybe didn't look at other people's perspectives, or you didn't take that into account, and it just kind of created a Tower moment for you here. Could be dealing with the Pisces for sure, for some. Okay, and the Four of Fire. Let's see the Four of Fire in reverse. Feels like a little bit like you feel like you're on unstable foundation. Maybe specifically in a relationship here. And we got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you don't want to decide. You don't want to make any decisions either way. You're not in a position to make decisions because you don't feel very stable during the month of May to really make those decisions. Okay, but you are going to get some truth and clarity with this Ace of Air coming in for you. Get some truth and clarity, and then we have the Ten of Swords. And so this Ten of Swords is, again, it's a different card, and I'd kind of like to read the version of it because there's two Ten of Swords in this deck, which is very unique. And this one means something different if you get this one. So this is the alternate card. So this is about This is like about mental power and knowledge as opposed to this loss. So it's all about mastering the elements of swords, so the air and mind, learning from all of the experience. And this is why we look up to our elders for wisdom and guidance. They have seen more moons and suns, and they have walked wisely. They are farther along the path of life. The owl is an ancient symbol of wisdom. It locks and stares with the old sage, the years clearly etched within his features, for they are mainly paths his soul has taken, and represents the footprints of time. The man is a figure full of thoughtfulness and intelligence, and meets the gaze of his total equal in spirit and wisdom. So this is like really gaining that wisdom, or using your past experiences to kind of guide you through the month of May, because you've been there, done that, is what I'm getting. Been there, done that, Aries. Okay, so, and then the Page of Fire, again, with the Chariot. So like maybe you're not really wanting to make any sudden moves. You're really not wanting to make any sudden moves, right? In the month of May, you're just wanting to kind of hold back a little bit. And how other people are seeing you, this Four of Air and Empress. Let's just see how other people are seeing you here, Aries, in the month. I'm going to clarify on that. They're seeing you like as abundant, as, you know, maybe taking a break, relaxing, rejuvenating. Some of you maybe recuperating from illness, or just taking it easy, but very, and then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like with the King of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of like a little bit not really having regard for finances. The King of Pentacles in the upright is very, very savvy when it comes to their money. So, but you might be just a little bit, I just want to say, like overspending, or, you know, not being mindful of your finances though. Let's see this Messenger of Water. That's in your hopes. So you're wanting to have those, and you want, you have Justice in the reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a Libra, but you could be feeling like you hope that someone shows you this, you know, these love and appreciation messages, and you feel that, you know, maybe you haven't been treated fair that way in the past, that they don't show you enough love and affection. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles coming out. And then again, that is a yes card, but that's with hard work, or that's with, you know, diligence and patience, to clarify. But it is another yes card for an outcome. The Eight of Pentacles is kind of burning the midnight hour, or, you know, burning the candle at both ends to get things accomplished here. And then that's how you're going to get past the stressors, is how I see things. But let's just get a relationship card. There is a lot of water going on, so there's a lot of emotions and things like that going on. And I feel like you are going to gain a lot of wisdom. There's going to be a lot of insight. You've been there, done that, Aries, so you're learning from your past, right? And we have two coming out. So our varied behavior adds to the planet's well-being. So when you remember that nothing can come into your experience without your vibrational invitation of it, and when you remember that the varied behaviors of others add to the balance of well-being of your planet, even if they offer behavior you do not approve of, and that you do not have to participate in the unwanted behavior, and will not unless you give your attention to it, you will become more willing to allow others to live as they choose. And then maybe that's yourself too. Like maybe you're, you know, you got to allow yourself to live as you choose, Aries, right? So billions of us are living in perfect diversity. So yeah, the diversity of our planet is tremendous value and benefit, because from variety springs all new ideas and expansion. Without the diversity, there would be complacency and endlessness, or endedness. You are billions of people living the perfect diversity, just as you knew you would, constantly asking for improvement and thereby setting up for the next generation that improved life experience. If you understand that and no longer clamored for one right way to live, things would go better for you sooner. So no one right way to live. And then you got the love here. You got the love. So that's interesting. I want to read from the starseed, and then I will be finished your reading here, Aries. You got the love. So this one. So this one says, lovers of the cosmos, that you're here to learn how to love well in a separate body. Learn to love self first, then establish healthy relationships with others. To remember that the love you seek is already within you. That you truly do have love all on your own. The message of this card is to review the ways you may need to establish healthier boundaries. Perhaps you're in a codependent relationship in which you may be losing your sense of self. It's common for starseeds to dive deep into relationships, particularly with those who feel safe and familiar at a soul level. Perhaps you're in a relationship which you give more than you receive, or perhaps there's a certain volatility to it and you're always unsure where you stand. This card is assigned to do a relationship review and see what energetic agreements you've made, consciously or unconsciously, to acknowledge if there are relationships to which you feel anxious or powerless, in which you don't feel like it's safe to relax and just be you, to assess if there are any places of inadequacy that you've used a relationship to soothe and cover up. That's very interesting. So yeah, boundaries, respecting others' boundaries and your own. So that is the reading I have for you, Aries. Again, I really want to thank you for joining me. And if you do like these readings, please like, share, and subscribe, as well as let me know if it rings true in the comment section below. And I'll see you in the beginning of June.